We here. Oh, wait. I have to say, do you want to put butter on a monkey? No. Why would you put butter on a monkey? Why are monkeys buttered?
That's the Ruby relaxer sound.
Monkey. Butter.
Why would you put butter on a monkey?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
I don't know.
We gotta work on it.
You know what? I don't have a glass. Did you get me an extra glass?
No.
I should have worn pants.
Yeah. You can use that.
No.
It's just fancy.
No.
It's just fancy.
No.
What's up, people? How are ya?
I should have worn pants. This day, dude.
Can you calm down
No.
like you are?
This stinks. Can you put some ice in my shaker so I can make my drink? Or are we not doing drinks now?
No, you can do your drink if you want to.
Sweet.
Ice in your shaker.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to Bar Banter,
Yes, welcome.
episode 3.
Jennifer M says hello.
Hey, Jennifer.
Oh,
Is that
That's
loud?
enough ice. That's enough ice.
That's probably real loud in the microphone.
Yeah, probably, since it's right there. Hey, David and Eileen.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, she probably hates that song.
Yeah, she's never heard that
Yeah,
before.
probably just hates it. It's the worst ever.
All right, do you want to see what I'm making?
Not really, but yeah.
It's got tequila in it.
Ooh. Wait. You're making a tequila drink?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
You broke the top on this bottle. I just want to complain to management.
That bottle has been sitting in the cabinet for like 85 years.
85 years?
No, it's only been a couple of years, but whatever.
Remember when I said I wanted this because the markings were on the outside?
Yeah, you still can't see.
Why am I looking on the inside?
I don't know.
An ounce and a half of white tequila.
An ounce and a half? You.
Of white tequila.
And you're not, and it's Blanco, and you're not even complaining yet?
Well, I haven't had it yet.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
It'll be good. You'll
Sure.
see.
No, yeah. I agree. Yeah, sure. No.
1 ounce of Aperol.
I'm not even going to taste test this.
Oh, it'll be good. What are y'all up to tonight, other than watching us?
Well, that's all they're doing
What
right
you got
now,
going
is
on?
watching us.
What you got going on?
Just saying. Okay. That's this tasting part. Is there a whole party going that we don't know about?
What are we tasting?
I don't. You're making a drink. Don't go. Don't get there yet. We're not there yet.
What?
Keep your mind somewhat clean there, beaver liquor.
An ounce of lime juice.
I called him that because his shirt said, okay. I realize that people are going to be like, you're so mean to him all the time.
It's Extrovert 2012.
Her name is Shannon. Hi, Shannon. It's Shannon, right?
Half an ounce of orange juice. I can't go wrong if I read her screen name. I believe you're right, though.
Pretty sure it's Shannon. Can you put another 150 things in this drink?
Half an ounce of agave syrup. I'm going to go a little light on the syrup, because this, if I remember, is super duper sweet.
Well, it's syrup. Syrup.
Syracuse.
It's syrup.
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 Every time we do this, huh? Every time?
You gonna lick that?
Do you want to lick it? And
That's a
this
different
little thing too?
conversation. That's
Yeah.
a different conversation. I am missing my earrings.
It's okay. No one noticed.
I don't have earrings.
It's weird because there's always earrings on the bar. Shaking, loud noises. Sorry. Pass some more ice away from the mic.
Loud here. Why am I using my hands and not the scoop?
It's kind of loud when you're shaking your ear like that.
Loud here.
What did I make, Stephanie?
The tequila drink.
It's an Aperol martini. Or, sorry, Aperol margarita.
It doesn't sound good. You want a straw?
No,
Oh. They're cute straws.
I do not want a straw. Do I get a choice?
No.
Well, I don't on the straw. Oh boy, you know what this smells like? Tequila.
You think? Nope.
Babe.
No.
Babe.
No, I just don't trust you. It has Aperol in it. It can't be.
It has tequila in it, and I don't like tequila.
I don't like margaritas.
That does not taste like any margarita I've ever had.
That Aperol hits on the back. Just all the way just back here. Just, y'all, just be careful. Kind of chewy.
Damn it. It shot out my nose.
Oh, darn.
Hey, Deborah from Wisconsin, how are you?
So, I would like to give a shout out to Lisa.
Lisa Rose.
Because she sent us cool stuff. And I'm going to show you. This is the first one. She's a truck driver, right?
Yes.
And she was down in Mexico. And she sent us this wonderful bottle. I don't know what it says. Milan? Something like that. Hacienda Milan. So she sent us this wonderful bottle. And I think this is pretty cool. I can't wait to open it and try it.
Well, it's open.
Is it?
Yeah.
You opened it already?
I cut the thing off, so if you wanted to try it here, we could.
Oh, well, I can't try it yet. I got to make something with it.
Okay.
But this one is my favorite.
We always try at room temperature, don't we?
This one's my favorite.
The Kama Sutra is your favorite?
The Kama Sutra.
Mine too.
It says sexy cream.
I'm a wheelbarrow kind of guy. It's a wheelbarrow? Wheelbarrow?
This bottle, I will accost you.
Well,
Pretty cool bottle, though, I think.
Very nice.
Pretty cool bottle, yeah. The Kama Sutra Sexy Cream. So this one is vanilla, and the other one, interesting. This one's the vanilla one,
You wouldn't think so.
and the other one is chocolate.
Okay.
So thank you, Lisa. We love it when people send us little gifts. It's always fun to
So
get
just
those
to be
things.
clear, we're not trying those now?
No, we're not going to try it right now because I got to make my drink.
Oh, are we trying those later?
Yeah.
Oh, whew. For a minute there. I was stressing.
We'll try them. We'll try them. Okay, so Dave made his terrible chewy drink.
Aperol margarita. Really good.
Aperol. Vicky Oosterhoff. I'm going to ruin that name.
No.
Oster?
You nailed it.
Oosterhoff.
Can I see the spelling? Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it's Oosterhoff. Anyway, she sent us a suggestion to mix Dr. Pepper and coconut cream. You guys know I'm not a big fan of the coconut. I don't like the coconut. I mean, I don't like the coconut.
I don't know who you are, but my wife loves Almond Joys like a champ. And you know what they have in them?
Oh, that's true.
Coconut.
I do love coconut. Okay, maybe it's too much. I don't know. Anyways, all right. So, hey, this is a really sexy glass I found. Just, wanted y'all to see my
Smudgy.
sexy glass.
Yeah.
It's smudgy because my fingers been all over it. But so, the problem is that Vicky did not send me measurements.
There's a microphone right there. I don't know if you know this.
I'm sorry about all that noise there. Sorry. So I'm going to go with 2 ounces
I think that's a good pour.
of the coconut
That's a
cream.
good pour. So are you disappointed that this is our last night in Studio A?
We'll see if Studio B is done
We just got to paint,
for next
babe.
week.
We just got to paint.
We'll see if we don't argue about it.
Oh, we're going to argue about it.
We'll see.
Well,
What?
you said you were going to pour 2 ounces?
I did.
No.
That's 2 ounces.
Yes, full.
Oh my god. I poured what I poured. Oh, you're so annoying. You're not doing it like I would do it, so it can't be right. No, oh my god. Did you say something?
I did.
Howdy, Kevin Baskin. I told you we were going to post your drink.
Yeah, Kevin, that was really good. I've never had a lemon drop with amaretto in it, but it really rounded it out. It was good.
mixing coconut, any of the rum chata with soda just makes things really frothy. And so people are like, oh my God, it congealed. It didn't. It's just frothy. It's frothy. You
You're
ready?
make, you were mocking my drink, and you're about to drink
Look at that.
cottage cheese in a
It's
glass.
going to be delicious. Did you just try not to drink out of my straw?
Well, one, I'm not big on putting cylindrical things in my mouth on camera. So
What'd you think?
very sweet. It's good though.
That's really good. You guys got
It
to try
just
that
tastes
one.
like coconut. I don't even taste the Dr. Pepper. It just tastes like coconut. Okay.
Did you drink my drink?
No, Patrick. Nobody drank your drink. You need 7 of them to feel anything.
That was really good.
There's no liquor.
There is no liquor. Well, you know what? Not every time you have a drink do you need to be, lick it up. Look,
No?
Dave. Look, I've been trained. You shouldn't say anything. You're just gonna get yourself in trouble. You really are. You really are. All right. I have to be rude and use my phone here for a second
What are you doing?
because I posted a question of the day this week. And it actually it was a great question. The question was, tell us the best news that you've heard this week. I posted it on Friday, I think. And it was, tell us the best news that you've heard this week. And of all of the posts that I've made in the past month, this had the least amount of comments. It made me so sad because it was like people really could not find anything to be positive about. So I thought that I would shout out some good news because we like good news here. Want people to feel good.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you guys are here and you're live with us, leave a comment. What is the most positive thing you've heard this week? So let's see. Trish Campbell says humpback whales were seen again in the northern Atlantic.
You know, when you say humpback whales, a lot of things enter my mind, but the thing I think about the most is Star Trek 4, A Journey Home.
Yes, humpback whales.
Yeah. They went back in time
Yeah.
to get humpback whales.
They did.
The physics behind all that don't make a lot of sense, but
It's Star Trek.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Christina Smith, mammogram this morning, no concerns.
Great news. Best news I've heard all week.
Yeah, well, that pancake is not good news. Just flatten it enough. Ekin Lala said that their kitty just has a UTI and everything else is good with her. No problems.
Was that a...
I think that's wonderful.
Were they talking about something else, or
No.
do they have a feline?
No.
Okay.
No. Michelle Molina said she heard her autistic son say pig, hippo, and elephant. That's really cool. I love good news. I love good news. Tasting party. You got to tell me who you are because I want to give you a good shout out. But my grandson's high school baseball team won their opening season game. Congratulations. I think that's awesome.
What kind of tasting party is it?
Can you get your, I don't know.
No, I'm saying, like, is it wine tasting? Is it like a Coogee board type tasting?
I don't know, dear.
Not Gucci, sorry. What is it called?
A coochie board.
Charcuterie board. Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
Tracy Howard is retiring. Angela Olsen is going to be an auntie. Kevin Baskin said the Windsor Saloon said that they're going to make one of his drinks.
Done it.
We did that.
Done it.
We did that. Yeah, good.
You know, the best news I got this week?
What?
Joseph Bratu actually is getting his decanter set a month late.
It's like a month and a half at this point,
Whatever.
right?
He's getting it. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. That's good news. It's been sitting here on the bar for a month and a half.
Oh my goodness. Ernie Wallace was on vacation, so I think that's good.
Yes.
Nancy and Dino paid 120 payments on her student loans, so the rest of her student loans have been forgiven under the PSLF program. the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. She works at a not-for-profit hospital. Did you know that most hospitals are not-for-profit? Classified as not. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Yep. Let's see. Alan Roy said my niece will be bringing a new baby into their lives any day, so that's cool. Jeff Lewis said I'm not pregnant.
That is good news, Jeff. Congratulations.
That's cool. Uh, Debbie Colby said the check cleared.
Also good news. Remember the days when you could float a check for at least 3 days? Now they got that electronic checking
It's
thing.
immediate.
It's immediate. Oh man, this check's no good. What do you mean it's good? I wrote it. Long gone are the good old days of floating a check for 3 days.
Wow. Okay, and Carla Sue said my tax preparer screwed up, and instead of owing $3,000, I'm getting back $5,500. That is
Yeah.
a beautiful amount of news right there. So, yeah, guys, I post a question every day on the Windsor Saloon Facebook page, so answer them. We like telling you guys what some of the answers are on our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you read all those
Oh my
comments.
gosh, here, there's more.
I read some of them.
Would you like to keep going? There's more.
No. What I'm saying is, you read a lot of comments. I read about 10, and I'm like, I gotta go.
Well, we get like 300
I
answers.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shannon?
so is it like in the
No,
fallopian
she's laughing.
tubes?
I don't think she's
Oh,
okay.
I was like,
wait.
wait.
How did?
Can your stomach
That's
get
not-
pregnant?
Yeah, that's how I got pregnant. It's in my stomach. David,
My love.
what are some of the worst pickup lines you've ever heard?
That I've ever heard, none. That I've ever uttered, different.
What pickup lines have you been uttering in the last 25 years?
0.
Okay, so there we go then.
Hey, babe, are you a bank loan? Because you got my interest. No.
Guys, put your worst pickup lines in the comments below. I want to see how bad you guys are at this. Worst pickup lines. Let's see.
Are you a parking ticket? Because you got fine written all over you. What are we looking at?
I seem to have lost my number. Can I have yours?
When I text you goodnight later, what number should I send it to? Steven says, I have a mirror in my pocket because I see you in my pants.
Excuse me, I don't mean to intrude, but you owe me a drink. Because when I saw you, I dropped mine.
What the hell?
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see.
I've heard that one. That's good. So aside from taking my breath away, what else do you do for a living? Ugh, I felt bad saying it.
I wish I paid more attention in. Sorry. I wish I'd pay more attention to science in high school because you and I've got chemistry and I want to know about it. This is awful.
I believe in following my dreams. Can I have your Instagram?
Really? That's horrible. That's horrible. Let's see.
I'd like to bring you to the movies, but they don't let you bring in your own snacks.
That's great.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I'm not usually religious, but when I saw you, I knew you were the answer to my prayers.
Don't use that one.
Horrible.
I'm not reading that, Leah. I'm not reading it.
Leah!
I'm not reading it.
I'm really glad I just bought life insurance because when I saw you, my heart stopped.
Babe, if you were a transformer, You'd be Optimus Fine.
Okay, that one works. That one works. We can go home. Would you mind giving me a pinch? Because you're so cute, I must be drooling.
Oh, God, I knew it was coming that way, too. Oh, that was terrible. All right, what else we got?
When God made you, he was seriously showing off.
Thank you.
No.
If you were a teaser, you'd be set to stun.
Taser?
Yeah. Taser.
You said a teaser.
Oh, no, I said taser.
You said a teaser.
Well, I meant taser, dumbass.
Well, you were on the line, jackass.
You laughed at me, you fucker. I'm sorry, what?
Hey,
Yeah.
kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right?
No,
You're supposed to kiss me if I'm wrong.
I don't get it. I get
I
that.
was getting my lips ready.
If you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple.
Steven says you like tulips. I'll let you guys finish that. Finish that out. Y'all go ahead and read Steven's commentary. He's as bad as Leo is. Or it's Bob tonight, not Leo. The two of them can, yeah.
What does it feel like to be the most gorgeous girl in the room?
Is that it?
That was it.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole joke.
It's not, so that's the whole pickup line?
Christina, that one I've heard, and that's hysterical. I knew I'd make it come with one finger.
Used
I
to.
love it.
She
Yeah.
used to.
Well, we gotta work the thumb in there.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it. You know, I had a pickup line ready to go, but you're so hot I left my mind.
If I had a nickel for every time I saw someone as beautiful as you, I'd have a nickel. No.
I'd say God bless you, but it looks like he already did.
Oh my God, what else? Oh, some of these are so bad.
If you let me borrow a kiss, I promise I'll give it back. Guys,
These are so
these are
bad.
terrible.
You have more on the back.
These
There's
are
like
all-
oh,
I know.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got like 25 sheets here,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
I mean, there's the old ones, right? Like, I hope you know CPR. You just took my breath away. I never believed at love at first sight, but then I saw you. If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cute cumber.
Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again?
That one's good though. I like that one.
That's an
one's funny.
old one.
That's funny.
That's old one. Yeah. Excuse me, do you have the time? I just want to remember the exact minute I got a crush on you.
Stop.
These are awful.
Yeah.
These are horrible.
I almost melted her, but then she remembered that it was me.
These lines don't work on me anymore. Kevin Baskin said, if I could rearrange the alphabet, I'd put you and I together.
There was one, and it wasn't a pickup line. Well, I don't know. I guess it could have been a pickup line. I know all 25 letters of the alphabet.
It's 26.
Yeah, but you get the D later.
Leave. Now. You've been kicked out. I'll host this one myself. If beautiful was a hamburger, you'd be a Whopper. Okay, Steven, you've redeemed yourself with that one.
I think there's something wrong with my phone. Can you try calling me again?
Hey, trust me, I'm not intoxicated. I'm just drunk on you.
I think this gets over. We're done. I can't do this anymore. I don't care how much you pay me. I can't do this anymore.
I'm not getting paid for this. It's done.
Oh, so Shannon, that one's pretty funny because you're like, hey, do you have any Polish in you? No. Do you want some? No. No.
Wow. You want to try a drink?
Sure.
Let's do some taste. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need some shot glasses.
Shot, 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 shot. I gotta get them.
You do?
Damn it. I don't have pants on, babe.
That's okay. They don't mind.
Don't look. I'm an idiot.
But they can't see.
Good.
Your boxers are gorgeous. Those aren't boxers, guys. They're literally just they're sweatpants.
Next time I'm wearing my Speedo.
Just I'm gonna put my Speedo on. Hey guys, are you having a drink tonight? Let us know in the comments what you're drinking. If you're drinking, let us know. All right. So, if you weren't here in the beginning, we got 2 beautiful bottles from Lisa this week.
Lisa Rose
is a truck driver.
Liz Rose. Sorry, Liz Rose.
Liz.
Liz Rose.
Don't tell her I said that.
It's Elizabeth.
Don't tell her I said that.
She's awesome.
Liza Rose. Liza? Liz. I'm so sorry.
It's Elizabeth Rose. She goes by Liz.
Liz.
She's an over-the-road trucker,
Yes.
and she was coming back from Mexico
Yeah.
and purchased these on the United States side because otherwise that might be a problem. So she definitely bought these in the United States.
I don't know where she bought them from, but I want to try this one because it says Kama Sutra. But I want to try this one because it's chocolate. Both represent me.
Okay.
Let's just move on.
I have no idea where to go with that. You gotta. This is why we have rehearsal, babe.
Have you guys seen these? Have you guys seen these really super cute shot glasses that we have?
That we might have back in the shop really soon.
Yeah. Did you know we couldn't get some more?
Ooh,
Ooh, made a pucker.
that was really tight. I pulled it out slow though, so it wasn't. Never mind. We're going the wrong way. We're going the wrong way. We are.
Oh, that smells delicious. I'm gonna lick it.
Sometimes I throw up.
I really did lick it. Babe, look at this.
Mother
Look at this.
Mama.
Look at that.
Show it up. Hold it up. Hold it up.
It's like chocolate pudding. Can you guys see? Focus. There it goes, like chocolate pudding.
You're about to do the same thing I was just doing for like a minute. I was like, so good.
Let's see if we can get off camera here.
All right, well, I'm going to try the vanilla Kama Sutra.
Oh my God! You not finished here? Oh, that smells delicious. Wow. Oh. Put it together. It's deliciousness.
That is. I like the vanilla
It's like
better
a
than the
swirl.
chocolate.
Look at it.
I like the vanilla better than the chocolate. The chocolate kind of has a, I don't know, kind of like a weird aftertaste, but the vanilla is, I mean, that's fantastic. Wow. Thank you, Liz. That was fantastic.
I bet that's even better cold.
Oh, for sure. We're drinking it warm, so.
So these are, what are they, 15%?
Yeah, these are, the Kama Sutra is 14%, and the
Oh, they're both 14.
Hacienda Milan is 14% as well.
So I guess we'll have to ask Liz exactly where she got them so you guys can travel to Mexico and get them.
United States.
The Mexicos.
Estados Unidos.
The Mexican states of United.
You want the
Steven, you
last
need to be
of it?
careful who you ask that question to, okay? Because that can go a lot of different ways, that answer right there.
It's hidden, Steven. You have to find it.
Don't.
Where is
You
it?
don't.
Where could it be? I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. That looks gross. What are you doing?
I was getting the
What are you
last
trying
of it
to-
out.
Why are you trying to get it all out in my glass? What's your problem? Hey, David.
My love.
What's the point of marriage?
You're not tricking me in this. I know the setup here. I'm not doing this. You got to tell the story,
Okay.
and then I will opine. But I am that nice try.
Is marriage outdated?
No.
I'm going to tell you guys the story. So, I'm always looking for things to talk about.
Let's give them something to talk
I knew he
about.
was going to do it. So, I'm always looking for things to talk about on the show. I have, over the past few weeks, I have read some really funny stories. I've read some really sad stories. But I came across a podcast this week. I cannot remember the name of it. I can tell you it was a panel, 3 men, 3 women. And the topic of the show was, is marriage outdated? So you guys let us know in the comments what you think. Is marriage outdated? Um, I will say that this one hurt a little bit to watch because I thought that some of these thoughts were with the younger generation, but they're not. This panel was in their mid 30s.
But everybody on the panel was mid-30s.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I think everybody on the panel was in the mid 30s. Two of the so it was 3 men, 3 women. Two of the women had been married previously, and just the way that the conversation went, it just hurt. It hurt. So I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Um,
Congratulations, Bobby, on your sister's marriage.
oh, so his sister believes in being married.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I will tell you that of the women that were on the panel, all of them were still wanting to be married.
Okay.
Even the two that were divorced were like, "Yeah, I think that I could be married." So I thought that was pretty cool. But here's some of the questions that they asked. So I want your feedback on. Now, David and I have discussed this already, but I'd love the feedback from you guys. So number one, is marriage outdated? Is it something that we should still be pushing on our younger generation? Should we still be pushing them to get married? Um, should men and women, I thought this was great. Should men and women have the same friend group?
Do you want me to answer these
Yes, I
now?
do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were setting it all up and then we were going to go through it all at once.
Should men and women have the same friend group?
Um,
I mean, as a married couple, should you have?
so I think you should, as a married person, I don't think you should have more single friends than you have married friends.
I agree.
I think primarily your friends should be other married couples that you share interests with. And in my opinion, I don't think that me as a man having a best friend or a friend that's a single woman is a great idea. Same with you having a single woman
I think that's dangerous.
or a single man. I'm sorry, and then not to. I think that if you have someone that's attracted to women as your best or as one of your close friends that's single, that's not good. So I'm opening that up to either gender. And same with me. If someone that likes males is one of my close friends and single, I don't think that's a good idea. Right? The same sex, other sex, I just don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. If they could be attracted to you.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And you're their cup of tea. Yeah, it's probably not a good thing.
So the consensus from this group was that there has to be some set boundaries when it comes to your friend groups. Their thing was now, like I said, 2 of them had been divorced. 4 of them had never been married, and had very interesting views on marriage. So a couple of the people on the panel said that when it comes to friend groups, men need to be able to have their boys, women need to be able to have their girls. And while your partner can join in with the group every now and then, they can't be there all the time, which kind of brought up the why not? Why can't they be with you all the time? And it was like, well, if you've got a friend who needs to vent, he can't vent in front of your significant other, which I think that makes sense, But they were upset because they were like, why does your partner have to come along with us at all? Well, because I think your partner's your best friend, so you kind of want to hang out with them, right? So at least, well, but not everybody's that way, I guess. Like you my dude. I
I'm
mean,
a,
Kevin Baskin's my dude too, but you are. I'm sorry, I just said
well,
because it
Kevin's
irritates him.
married, so that's okay.
Oh, okay,
And his
cool.
wife works in Virginia every now and then, so it's okay.
Okay, cool, cool,
But
cool.
they're out in like Roanoke, so
I
it's even better
ain't going
because
out there.
yeah, right.
I ain't going out there.
Can I have a straw before I answer the question? Sorry,
But you didn't like straws.
I don't, but I need something to stir this with. My finger ain't long enough.
Stir it up, great.
Yeah, I'm the 90-10 rule. I think like 90% of the time I want to be hanging out with you. 10% of the time I want to do something I want to do,
Get
but
away
for the
from me.
most part, yeah, you're my thing. You my
Mm.
boo thing. You're the opposite. You're like I want to be with Dave 10% of the time
I am not.
and I want to be in the tub 90% of
Stop
the time.
it. I am not.
Hang on, did you hear my joke?
I do want to be in the tub 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Or my bed.
See how it works? Like I set something up and then I got to finish it, not you talk over me, you
I'm
jackass.
not listening to you. Nobody else is listening to you either. God, wow. Hey, is it okay to discuss your sex life with your friends?
No.
Why?
Well, I guess if you do talk about your sex life, you talk about it. No, I still think no. I think one of two things is going to happen. One, you're going to complain about it, or two, you're going to tempt them. I just don't.
Okay, Kevin says no.
Yeah.
Guys, I really want to know what you think about this because I'm not 100% sure if it's right or wrong. I think talking to your friends about your sex life and asking, I don't know, if they've tried something or if something is normal or, if you, I don't know, if you should try something different maybe. Obviously, you need to communicate with your spouse. Um, but I think that's why you talk to your friends about sex, about your sex life. But you have to be careful not to talk about it all the time because then you definitely open your friends up to wanting to be a part of your bedroom. Potentially.
Yeah,
Without you.
I almost feel like you're better off going to like if you're truly like looking for advice or you're talking about sex, go to the anonymity of the internet and ask the
Go to
question.
Reddit. Don't go to Reddit.
Right? Like that way you can be anonymous and find the thing that because if you're asking the question, chances are you're looking for confirmation of the question anyway.
Yeah.
You're like, have
Okay.
you tried this thing?
That's a good alternative.
Right?
It's an anonymous post somewhere that's like, yeah. But I think then you still have problems because some people can't keep themselves out of your bedroom. So, like, hey, I tried this or I want to try this with my spouse. Then you're going to get those private messages where people are like, if he won't try it.
I thought that was the
Or
whole.
maybe he's trying to answer, like that person's trying to answer the question. Oh, I'm talking over you. Maybe that person's trying to answer the question and then the conversation goes wrong because maybe a person of the opposite sex has now contacted you to talk to you about this and walk you through it. And then it becomes, you guys like each other. And no, I don't know. You can go now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I agree with Stephen.
I don't know what Steven said. Chip. He's Nike now. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Next question. What is, so we are in our, I'm not telling you how old we are.
Less than 50s.
We're not young.
More than 30s.
Okay. So knowing what you know now, what is the proper age to get married? Is there a proper age? Because we got married stupid young. Hi, Pamela. We got married very young.
Right.
But we figured it out, made it work, and we're like really committed.
Right.
Um, but if you were telling someone who's in their early 20s, how old would you tell them to get married?
Yeah, this is a hard question because I've met people in their early 20s that are more mature than people I've met in their late 30s. So I don't know.
Mm,
It's a case by case. I think that you evaluate what that person has done in their life. If they've only lived in one place, I would probably say, hey, go explore the world a little bit and see what you can find, or
yeah.
learn new people, learn new things. If they've been in foreign countries and taken trips and seen a lot of the world, and I don't know, it just depends.
So on this panel that I was watching, they gave one of the reasons not to be married because they're in their mid 30s.
Yeah.
They gave one of the reasons not to get married is because they're working on themselves. In that until they're done working on themselves, they should not get married. But I feel like that's an excuse because I think throughout our entire lives, we are working on ourselves. I don't think you're ever going to get to the point where you're perfect and then you're ready to be married. I think it's and I think that that's the other part of marriage is that person building a foundation with you to help you be the person that you want to be. And I'm not talking about financially or whatever. I'm talking about they're the yin to your yang. You know what I'm saying? They're the part that helps you be better.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you have anything further to add to
No,
that? Because you're giving me that look.
I had a giggle in my mind when you said yin and yang, and I sidetracked. But I'm back now. I'm more mature. I'm back. No, I get what you're saying. I do get what you're
Talking to a
saying.
13-year-old.
Solid 14 and a half.
Doubt it. Doubt
All
it.
right, 7.5. But anyway.
So yeah, that was one of the excuses that these men had for not getting married was that they were working on themselves and they didn't want to be with anybody until they were done working on themselves.
You and I talked about this before. Like you said, you're never done working on yourself. So if you're waiting for what are you waiting for?
Yeah.
And we talked about men and women both making nonverbal agreements and saying this person needs this of me, even though they've never communicated it. I know what they need from me, and I need to work on
Yeah.
that. There's just
Hmm.
it comes back to honest, open communication.
Well, everything in marriage comes down to honest and open
I agree.
communication, which is difficult, I think, sometimes because I don't think that you can really. I think that you worry about if you can trust that your partner will be on board and not reject you with what you're trying to communicate to them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
We've been there. Like we've had moments in our marriage, more than moments, where we weren't upfront
oh
and
yeah,
honest with each other.
yeah.
And look, those are difficult situations to navigate. But if you put your trust in that person, you open up to them and you say, "Hey, this is what I need, or this is what I'm not getting from you," and
Mm,
you got to be honest. You got to come from a place not hurtful, but just honest and say, hey, "Look, I need this from you."
yeah, I agree. Christina said they're also working on their pickup lines.
Oh, awesome. Like, who's the cuddler in our relationship?
You.
I am the cuddler in our
I
relationship.
did not look, man. That was really something that I had to work on.
I
Like
know.
really, I have worked hard on that. I need a trophy for that.
I will get you a trophy. You know what it'll say?
World's okay as cuddler.
Need cuddles.
We went through that was hard for a while because when you have kids, I mean, we had kids for so long
Oh, we still have kids though.
that I still have a child who needs to climb on me.
Yes, he's very clingy.
Good
I don't know
Lord.
where he gets that from.
So I got like really touched out for a while. It was like I'm holding this one's on my leg, this one wants to climb on my back, and I was like, I can't, please do not touch me. Don't touch me. At least once a day, David hears, don't touch me. Can you get off me? Don't touch me. He's very, very clingy.
I'm just surprised you got the gag out of your mouth. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying? What else did you have on the marriage stuff?
Okay, so what do you do when your partner changes? When your partner starts going through changes that you're not prepared for?
If it's something that you're concerned about, you talk to them about it. I mean, if tomorrow I said, "Hey, I'm going to go play poker Tuesday and Thursday nights with the guys at this place you've never heard of. That would be a conversation like, I'm coming with you, or how about they come here, or
Mm-hmm.
no, the
Mm-hmm.
F you're not, David, stop being stupid. One of those three things.
Yeah.
Probably the last one.
Yeah. Well, look, okay. So one of my favorite sayings is train someone how to treat you. And I don't mean like you doggy. I mean like
That's going to be a
tra-
meme later. Hey, here, puppy, puppy, puppy.
train someone how to treat you. You have to teach people how to treat you the way that you want to be treated, and in turn they're doing the same thing. They're training you. So if you are, home with the kids all the time, and your spouse comes home from work, or every day they're going out to, the bar, or they're going to play games, or they're going to, whatever, and you're starting to feel lonely, like I'm telling you, you have to communicate with your spouse, because loneliness leads to a dangerous territory.
But there's so many things in a marriage that lead to danger, like resentment. Like, oh, he did this thing, and I'm going to let it go this time. Don't, because he's going to think it's okay, and he's going to do it again.
Because you've trained him how to treat you.
Same for the reverse, right?
Right.
Like, or what's the thing that I pick on you more than anything else about? Like when you're in the kitchen and you're cooking, what do you not do?
I don't clean up when I cook.
It's everywhere. Like a tornado came through. There's boxes here, there's wrappers there, there's a pile of something over here, and I'm just like, babe, I know I have mine. I'm saying like, I've asked her, and I know she's just not gonna change in this regard.
You lucky I'm cooking.
You make some amazing food, so you know what I do? I deal with it, and I just walk behind you, and I just clean up as you go, and you yell at me, but it's okay
And why do I yell at you?
because I get in your way,
You do?
and I try and take over.
Or you try to take over, y'all. It's not even a thing. Like, he will come behind. I'm cooking. I have stuff out. Yes, it looks messy. I have stuff out because I'm cooking. And the number one question, babe, what are we doing with this? Babe, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing about this?
It's a
Babe,
half
what are you
half.
gonna do with this?
It's a half open pack of cheese. It's just sitting on the
Babe,
counter.
what are we doing with this? Hey, babe. Babe, what are we doing with this? Dave, did you throw that away? Well, I thought you were done with it. Did I say I was done with it?
It was a cheese wrapper. What were we gonna
I
do?
wasn't done. Look, one of the things that I learned when I was still new to cooking was you leave the box, especially if you're using like boxed products, you leave the freaking box out. Why? Because you're going to throw the box in the trash and have to walk back to the trash 6 times to remember what the instructions were. You leave the freaking box out until you're done cooking.
All right, that's fair. I agree with you. In that one specific case, yes, you can leave
No,
the
that
box
has
out.
trained me to always leave everything out until I'm done cooking.
When you pour the milk and you've measured the milk, well, you don't measure. When you've
I
poured the
don't
milk
measure.
until the ancestors tell you to stop, you can put the milk away because they told you to stop.
You don't understand. You don't understand. Stay out of my kitchen when I'm cooking. Stay out of my kitchen.
Oh, God, that's funny.
God. Okay. All right.
Jen's on my side, by the way. Jen Wright is on my side about not cleaning as you cook. So, thank you, Jen. Jen's got my back.
Well, I hope you two will be happy together, bitching about me cooking. Jeez. All right. So, yeah. So, what do you do when your partner changes? You have to talk to them. You
Absolutely.
have to figure out what's acceptable. Well, okay. You have to figure out what's acceptable, but figuring out what's acceptable also means that you have to learn to compromise. So, if your spouse, if you don't want your, if you're home 5 days a week and your spouse comes home and they're like, "Hey, I'm going back out." Okay, let's compromise, because you've been at work all the time, you've been at work all day, or whatever. If you're stay at home or you're both working or whatever, okay, let's compromise. You come home, on Mondays we're both home, Wednesdays and Fridays we're both home with the kids. But take Tuesday and go do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a compromise. You can't just shut it down. You have to figure out how to compromise, but that's part of that open communication thing. What's acceptable? Not this is how you're going to do it, but can we talk it through?
Well, so we're in a different place now because our kids are much older. Our youngest is 13, so we don't have that we don't have that I've been at home with the 6-year-old all day, and all I want you to do is come home so I can just take a 5-minute break
Yeah.
or take a 10-minute break.
Well,
We don't
yeah.
have that anymore. So for those people, I remember those days. Like I would come home, you would have 3 kids less than 8, and I would be like, "All right, I'm gonna go play video games now." And you're like, "The hell, man?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
hell are you
That
doing?"
was.
Yeah,
Whoo. I still hate video games. Like I get
yeah.
twitchy when I see him, and he doesn't even play them very much anymore. But he did, y'all. For real, I really did have this problem the other day. It was so stupid because I had no reason to be mad. But you started playing Madden on the
Yeah.
Xbox. And I think you had only played like 1 or 2 games that day. And I had nothing. I'm sitting in the living room reading, and I come out and you're playing Madden, and instantly my eyes like,
I noticed. Did you say anything or?
no, because I didn't have any reason to be like, why are you playing video games?
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't have any. So sometimes it's inward reflection as well to be like, why are you getting upset about this? Is this worth it? What battles are you about to pick?
Yeah.
Because in that case, I'm sitting in my pajamas reading my Kindle for 3 hours with my heating blanket on, my legs strung over the arm of the chair. I didn't need anything from you. I was just twitchy.
Oh my
Video
god.
games
I
make
didn't
me
even
make me
know. Well,
nervous.
look, I will say this. Normally, when you are when you were irritated, and I played video games a lot, you made no qualms about letting me know you were irritated.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that I did threaten to throw your computer out the window once,
Once
a couple
a
times.
month.
It was probably closer to a week, but yeah. Well, you spent a lot of time on video games, man. It was bad.
I get it. I get it, man.
Goodness gracious.
Leo, that is great.
All right, so the last thing from the marriage thing. Um, so on this panel, as I was watching the whole video, maybe I'll post it in the comments later on. I don't know, but and maybe you guys have a different take on this after you watch it. But um, at the closer to the end of the conversation, um, they got to like, why are people really not getting married nowadays? And it came down to the gentleman actually answering this. It wasn't the women, it was the gentlemen that were answering the question. And they said that they didn't want to get locked into something and something better come along. So it ended up being the fear of missing out on something different, something better. So, what do you guys think of that? Do you think that that's and it's a lot of times not just the men, it's the women now who are like, well, you're not gonna leave me, so there's no sense in getting attached. I think people think about marriage now. When they go into it, they don't think about. Remember, it used to be like, we're gonna be together for the rest of our lives. Like that's your marriage vows, right? Like
Yeah.
we're gonna be together through thick and thin and goodness and blah 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 blah. And even when we hate each other, we're gonna be married for the rest of our lives, right?
I think we need to recover these because none of those things were in our
Thick
vows,
and
babe.
thin, healthy,
Potato
not
salad, not macaroni.
fat,
Nobody likes
skinny,
macaroni.
fit, not. Those are in the marriage vows. I read them. That's the
Okay.
subsection 1.
I gotta reread them. I thought they were different.
It's not OB. But they were saying that a lot of the reason that they don't get into being married is because what happens if you commit to somebody and somebody better comes along, and that broke my heart. Because it's like, if you commit to somebody, you commit to somebody. Like there shouldn't be anybody better coming, and you shouldn't be putting yourself in a situation where somebody else can come along to make you think, hey, I'm not in the right place. Like, how did you even get there?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this too. Like, I think it comes down to people's insecurity at the end of the day,
Yeah,
and I feel like there's a lot of people now that question, and maybe this has always existed. I don't know, but I don't remember it when we were younger. Now I feel like people are very insecure and they're worried that they're enough, or oh, I don't do this well enough, and somebody's going to leave me. So I think that comes into it, and then I think it also changes the way people perceive other people And what if they're not enough for me? I just think that all that stuff comes into play, and I think
It's marriage used to be that you would just work through everything. And we've talked about this a lot. Look, we don't have we have a great marriage.
right,
But we have hills and valleys. And I mean valleys like we might be at the center of the earth at this point. Like they are low lows. We've had up like really high highs and really low
yeah,
lows. But the one thing that was fortunate, I'm not going to say lucky, but fortunate for us is that we didn't hate each other at the same time.
yeah.
Because I think if you hate each other at the same time, it's done. It's not worth trying anymore because you can't see beyond that hate. But if one person is like, you can be mad, but we're about to talk it through,
I know you. I'm the talker. I'm
you
the
are,
one.
because I'll silent treatment you to
I
death.
want to resolve it, and you know that, and you know that the weapon against the talker is the opposite of talking, and you do that well. And I'm the opposite of that. I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna keep talking, and she's gonna talk to me. Damn it. But yeah, it's look, I don't know.
Jennifer, I agree with you. Divorce used to be harder for women, and it's a lot easier to leave a bad situation now. But what is a bad situation? Because I think people think that a bad situation is he spent too much money on something.
Habitually, that is a bad
It
situation.
absolutely is.
Yeah,
That could be, but he didn't. I don't know. Just it could be something really, but not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that people make a lot of excuses for how things are really. They're just irreconcilable when you could reconcile them. Abuse is
yeah.
absolutely
Physical abuse is
that's not
that's
a
easy.
that's not a thing. That's not. Yeah, you
And
gotta
when I
go.
say it's when I say it's easy, I don't mean it's easy. I'm saying that's a clear cut. Yep, time to go. Mental abuse is tough, right? Like there's no scars there, so not scars, visible scars. And then the other thing I was going to say was habitually someone who's habitually saying they're sorry for something is bad, right? Like if it's not one thing but it's always something, that's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to stay out until 2 a.m. and get drunk with the boys. Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to,
We didn't talk about this.
right?
Respecting boundaries. That's what.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Respecting boundaries.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So those are my marriage questions for the evening. I just
yeah,
wanted to see what you guys
no,
thought.
that's good.
This panel really got me out. Seriously, this was a 30-minute panel and I had like 15 questions because I was like, you got to be kidding me. But we've been married for a really long time, or we've been married for 25 years. So our views on marriage are different than a lot of people who are, just thinking about getting married, or maybe they're young, or but people are always, I mean, you have people in their 50s, 60s and 70s that are getting remarried, they're not giving up on marriage and love, but I think our younger generation is over it.
The one question I had for you was, do you think men fall in love faster than women nowadays, or do you think women fall in love faster than men? Because if you
Mm-hmm.
if you look at social media and if you follow any of the I don't know, I don't say viral videos, but the videos that go on, they talk about relationships and everything. I think women nowadays have gotten as cold as men as far as falling in love, and
Yeah.
they're just doing their thing. Maybe it's a gross generalization, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think I agree with you. I think women are definitely a little more cautious than they used to. But I think it's because years ago you had to have a husband because the husband was the provider. He was the one that took care of everything.
Hmm.
And if you didn't have a husband and you couldn't get a good job, then I don't know.
Yeah. Good night, Stephen. Thank you for hanging out with us.
So yeah, I think women are taking their time for sure. They're not rushing into it. But women have a biological clock too, and I hate to say that as an excuse, but they're like, hey, there is a time where I probably need to settle down because if I don't settle down by this time, then, the chances of having a baby that's healthy kind of go away.
Yeah.
But I think that's also a society thing. So, yeah.
Jen, you make a good point. Is there a romanticized version of falling in love? What is falling in love? I don't know. Love is one of those really hard to describe because it's
It's different for everybody.
everybody. Yeah,
I think it's different for everybody. I think a lot of people think they're in love and they're not.
our parents told us that when we got married at 18. They're like, you think you're in love, but you're not. You can just go and do your own thing. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, Dave's mom tried to talk me out of. She was like, "You're still young. You
Yeah,
don't have to do this."
don't
I was
do
like,
that.
"What the? You don't want me to be a part of your family? Is that what we're saying?"
She's gonna watch this later. She's like, I didn't say that. And I'm
We
like,
have
what?
had this conversation so many times. Like, you didn't really love me, did you?
Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, horrible.
Well, we've been going for an hour,
Yeah.
so
You guys have questions for us?
I'm gonna turn on some Book of Face and let people come in, and I'll turn on a little chat overlay. But yeah, what questions do you guys have for us? What do you want to know, not know? And I promise I'll get this right at some point. Attitude, Stephanie.
I always have an attitude.